Hey guys, Ali here, how are you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Disco Elysium on a Layman's Insight. I hope you're having a good day. We have a number of choices to make. In talking with Everart, we got a little quest from him, but we also have a couple of other little things to do, like find Lena's husband and, progress with that storyline in some kind of way, as well as a number of other little things that we need to kind of tick off our list. Apparently this is a mission now. Was that always a mission to prove my authority to Titus? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to do that, but yeah, we even still had the lady driver to find as well, so we have quite a lot to do. I'm not gonna rush straight in for this one. But we are gonna head in that general direction. I want to go over the bridge and try to find Lena's husband, because we did see him, at least I think it was him, when we first went to the lock, when it was, before it was fixed. You know, when there was a blockage. And I want to, see if I can find him again. It definitely looked like an old man, and she's an old lady, so unless she has a toy boy, I'm going to assume it was the husband. But, yeah, we'll find out pretty damn soon. Well, hope you're all having a good day. Thanks for joining me again for another episode of this game. A game which I'm quite enjoying. I still can't talk to any of these guys. No. Where did the guy go that was here? I have no idea. Okay, let's explore this new area of the map. Talking of which, we do actually have a map now. Do I have any skill points to use? No. Only about a third of the way there. Map. Map. Nope. Map. Yeah, so... we were... Let's think here. That's the harbour. We just come down here, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't think this is to scale, I'm going to be honest. Because that ship is huge. But, yeah, I'm going to aim for the sort of this area down here. See if we can find anything new. There's some steps going up here. There's something to click on up here. Well, the fact that I could see that from away over there, I must have those detective eyeballs. Some magnesium, always a good thing. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. Abandoned motor lorries, okay. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Okay. Let's see if I can maybe pry it open. Oh, hell yeah. They look good, but they take away from the, I do have quite a lot of logic. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I wore these. Gives me one less logic, but it gives me +1 to empathy. Now I'm going to stick with these. The visual calculus is handy for assessing crime scenes. I'm going to put my crowbar away though. Pry bar rather. I don't even know what the difference is between a pry bar and a crowbar. If indeed there even is one. One of those random things that you just kind of take for granted. A crowbar. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Oh, maybe there is. Money! Nice, it must run on a meter. What's this? Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Wow. Oh, there's a lot of cash over there. I should totally go and pillage that. Oh. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Ooh, that looks like one of those cars that Kim drives. Banged up fuel canister, I'll take it. What's in here?
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible.
Is it possible that this is the vehicle that did the stunts to get away from the scene of the crime the other day? Remember how we tracked that path going over the pawn shop and taking a big leap over the... You know, that lock thing, essentially using the big sign that it knocked down as a road.
Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
Yeah.
This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks are leading to.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Let's do that.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Okay, so let's run our hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
And a crane. Okay.
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in murky water.
Oh.
You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Is it dead? How long has it been there?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Well, well, well. Looks like Jacob's IRW's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you, Yes, crazy recklessness.
Yes. Crazy recklessness. I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do now?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
When's low tide?
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
Oh. How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Okay. Sit in the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Ah, swings. Yeah, that sounds fun.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favourite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
I'm gonna whistle.
The
Ah,
chew
yes!
on your lips
Lovely.
forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
Oh, a musician in the ranks. Very nice.
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car.
Okay.
The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Has it exposed any more of the car? Does that look any different to you? I don't know.
Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
The tide sure is taking its sweet time.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Smart ass.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you were to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Okay. Let's see. But if someone puts a gun to your head...
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
It looks like the ice is actually freezing in. Is that... wait, can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived.
What?
I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
No, wait, hold on, what?
Yes. Why haven't you?
But...
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
Those kinds of people? You mean the man kind of people? Okay. Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Is that my police car?
Does he know something about that speed racer?
Huh, 41 is his ranking in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one.
But it could also be the number of a police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Man, what the hell did I do that night?
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do?
How did I live? I think that's probably a better question. How the hell did I survive this?
No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Let's see here. The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Let's see, things are going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they? I can still fix it. How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
Okay.
It's sunken too deep. There is no access ramp to the coast.
So it's just going to be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
That's no excuse just to leave it there, though. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely.
God damn it.
All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well.
Come on, Kev, we're a team. Back me up here.
You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one.
God damn. It looks like when Kim woke up this morning, his glass was half empty. You know what I mean?
Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
Wow, that's a lot of money. This is a disaster.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Damn, that's that smarts a bit. They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Okay, silver lining there. Thanks, Kim. I didn't think about it like that.
People, yes, but not you.
No, not me. Why? Why not me? Okay. At least I can see what's in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
I was the hooligan. You know, it's kind of bizarre. I seem to have a reputation. People don't seem to like me much. And when I do stuff like this, can I even... can I even blame them? Can I even be mad about it? I don't think so. A bottle drained of all its booze, it's frozen to the ice. Oh, it was a refrigerator. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at the ID card, that's for sure. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. Okay. Well, at least I have my badge now. At least I think that's my badge, right? Let's see here. Items. Dock worker shift card. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Interact, here we go. Oh, did I read this yet? Oh, let's read this first.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Ah, flip through the pages, see what catches your
To
eye.
your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention.
Oh man.
Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
That's something.
No advertisements, you notice.
Good.
So who's funding this radical commentary?
The intellectual prowess of the human race.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Okay, let's read that.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary.
Perhaps.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Ken, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
Oh.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations, and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Alright, let's see what this bear wrestling is all about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Hang on, tell me more about Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Great. Now let's get to the bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
That's not bad. This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, it's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge at La Certe, whatever the hell that is. I guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're out of shape. I guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're drunk. Not sure I trust these numbers. Yeah.
What are you, a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
Cam, do you think there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
No reason.
You know, not too long ago, I listened to a fascinating radio program on traditional Samaran folk dances.
Oh.
The costumes they wear are supposed to be extraordinary. In any event, no, I haven't seen any evidence there's a Samaran angle to this case.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Art and culture.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Why they decided to title this one section in Walder is beyond you.
Obviously, because it's cool to drop random phrases in foreign languages. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Okay. Let's read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Oh wow, that sucks. Just a moment, what is Tip Top Tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Ooh.
If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Okay, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Yeah, that's quite sad, isn't it?
Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Frita.
Right, but then you see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Huh, that's an interesting little observation. I mean, NASCAR. Does anybody watch it for the racing? Or do they watch it just in case something spectacular happens and fire breaks out? I think there's people on both sides of that kind of question. Same with, like hockey as well. Hockey and, football. As in, like, I mean like European football, like soccer, and for the American people among us here, if there are any. Yeah, it's about the brand deal. It's about the sponsorship. Motor racing as well. Even in the sim racing space. It's quite bizarre how prevalent advertising is when it comes to being able to fund a team to enter leagues and championships to forward their own, portfolio, their own sort of profile. It still has to be done with like stickers attached to the car that are nothing to do with the event itself, really.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races
Whoa.
that you're really watching for.
Okay, if I were to answer this like me, I would say number one. I just like the craft of driving. I always have. No, I'm pretty sure I would like it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
Interesting point. I'm not going to say that that's not possible. But surely being aware of this is the first step to, managing to kind of put it out of your head in the moment. Which I think I'd do a decent job of doing.
This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory, or death by fiery dismemberment.
I'd rather go for the first half of the first one. I don't care about glory. Death, I don't fancy that so much. I guess I never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
And then be told what to think. Kim, did you know that Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea. Kim, this article says no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
No, I guess not.
Well, there you have it. No reason to get hung up on the pretentious ramblings of a few young men.
That is not an observation I thought he was going to make. Very nice.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
Armchair competitive drivers.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. was a brief article by the writer G. Martin accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Wait, evicting people for not paying rent's illegal now? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you know, everybody has a right to a home, but I kind of think the way things work in today's world, that is kind of obvious, right?
Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Let's see here. Should have killed a lot of them. No. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Nah. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. You know, I kind of agree with that. I do. Anybody who has at all, like, listened to my ramblings and live streams or whatever before kind of knows my stance to a degree when it comes to, you know, how we arrange ourselves as a society and how we organize or don't organize the resources that we use on this planet, and how skewed and stacked the deck is against the majority of people, especially ones who are not in possession of capital. So yeah, I think number 3 is what I personally agree with there. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some kind of reasonable combination? Oh, that would be the that would be the grand utopian vision of capitalism, right? But that's never how it works out. Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Nah, that's dangerous. Okay, we'll go. But I don't know. I don't even agree that that question's even answerable, because if it was able to be done, it would have been done already. But because of how the mechanisms work within the system, those who have capital can only gain more capital, therefore more influence, more power, especially purchasing power of, you know, process, legislation, opinion, you know. Yeah, I'm going to go for 3.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution so long as it's only redistributed upward.
Yeah.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Put the magazine away. Okay. Where did this white envelope come from? Oh yeah, that's for the signatures. Ah, yes. So is this my pass? Is that what I actually look like? Let's interact with this. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, and a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at your badge in your hands. Study the badge.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Let's look at the photo and remember the good old days.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name, Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name.
Huh.
Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
I tip my hat to you, good sir.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it,
R-
catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank LTN2FJFR. So lieutenant, second, just for I don't know.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
So what is Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your
Oh.
case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect.
And sometimes people just don't want desk jobs.
And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
What is decomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Oh,
It means counting down to twos.
okay.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What, kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, you said satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
Alright. So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Nice. I didn't know that.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Yay, badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Oh, turn back to the document. I'm not gonna say that.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
Let's see. Serial Rev 12-62-05-Jam 41.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
the numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue 7th of November 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Maybe.
A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big.
Am I a celebrity too?
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Let's put the badge away. Alright. Find my badge, guys. How cool is that?
Rigorous self-critique.
Oh yeah, I finally learned that. Nice, good.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will.
What?
That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Very interesting. Alright. I can't learn another one yet because I do not have any more skill points, but when we get another one, I'll get another one of these on the back burner. I don't know which one I'll do next. Oh yeah, finger pistols. That was a quick one. That's probably a good one to go on to next. But for now, I think we'll end this episode here, guys. That was nice little bit of history about Harrier Dubois, whatever his name is. Find my police badge. We can now take that to Joyce Merrier, as she wants to see my ID before she can give me any more information or things to do. But yeah, found my badge. How cool is that? Finally. I don't know how many hours I've been playing this game. About, I don't know, 20? Finally found my badge. How cool. That's really cool. Anyway, for now, I'm going to let you go just now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can always click that like button. Of course, if you want to stick around for more, whether it be of this game or anything that I cover moving forward, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And besides that, if you have anything that you'd like to say, any thoughts and feelings that you would like to express, you can always use the comment section down below. For now, take care, and I will see you in the next video.